We are on the brink of a new era, if only...
What was that you said?
We are on the brink of a new era, if only.
I thought that's what you said.
It is.
Doesn't it rather peter out as a political doctrine?
That's because something exploded at the vital moment.
Let me have a look. It's all wires.
That's how electricity travels, along wires. My friends?
Vote for Jill Swinburne. A vote for Swinburne is a vote for freedom. What's more, she's terrific in bed.
Give me that, you stupid pillock.
The neighbours might hear.
How do you switch it off?
You switch the switch mark switch.
You've probably lost me the election.
I might have won you the election. Can we drive around for a bit and say vote for Swinburne?
Not until Thursday.
Well, why Thursday?
That's polling day.
You mean I've got to drive around till Thursday with all this gear cutting up the motor?
Yes.
It ruins the streamlining. I'll lose acceleration.
It's very good of Big Al to lend us it.
Where'd he get it from?
His brother.
Of course.
The switch marked switch.
Right.
Power to the people.
Away the lads.
Any questions?
What's for dinner?
Hell, I've left the meat in the oven.
And that's the end of your morning show, folks. Thank you for listening.
It would appear that my investigations into subjects A, B, and C have led me to corruption at a very high level within my own organization. Subject F. Detective Superintendent Forrest. Forrest. Can I really believe it?
Good day, sir. Can I be of any assistance?
I think perhaps you can.
Are you planning another major operation?
It's possible.
No, we'd like to help, especially if it's overtime.
We enjoy good disasters.
I need your honest opinion. No bullshit, no jokes.
Well, that's not easy.
But we'll try.
Supposing it came to your attention that a senior police officer in this division was guilty of corruption.
So what's new?
You've got evidence?
I have reasonable grounds for suspicion.
Who is it?
I can't say.
Mr. Forrest?
I can't say.
It'll be Mr. Forrest.
I didn't say that.
But it will be Mr. Forrest. He's bent as a 9-bob note.
It's a well-known fact.
Listen. You both... Both of you know the area. You know the way the force operates. If I've got information, what should I do?
Well, professionally speaking, you've got a choice, haven't you?
Have I?
If you want to shot Mr. Forrest.
It's nothing to do with Mr. Forrest.
Parcel up your evidence, tie it with pink ribbon, take it to the Chief Constable.
Is he honest?
Apparently. He's done well, considering.
That's your plan A. Then there's plan B.
Plan B?
Parcel up your evidence, tie it with a pink ribbon, take it to Mr. Forrest.
It isn't Mr. Forrest.
Demand your share of the action.
Demand what?
Get him to cut you in.
A place on the board.
Make him an offer he can't refuse.
That's outrageous.
It's practical.
You'd have our backing.
We could even use plan C.
Plan C?
The three of us could go to Mr. Forrest.
And we could all three grab some of the benefits of his corruption.
Don't be ridiculous.
One for all for one.
We just want to make the streets of our city safe for children and old-age pensioners.
Yeah, what has that got to do with it?
It's what we're here for, Sunbeam.
And we're entitled to our just rewards.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Busy catching thieves, are we?
Sergeant Dobson was asking our views on community policing.
So we briefly abandoned our normal duties for a discussion on the subject, sir.
And when you've discussed community policing, presumably you'll also exchange a few thoughts on what? The theory of relativity? Today's race cards at Pontefract? The early novels of Thomas Hardy? Catch some thieves, Hobson. That's what we're here for.
Very well, sir.
What do you think of him?
Compared with what, sir?
Exactly.
Your van looks most impressive.
Sure it took long enough to fix?
At the price of several mild electric shocks.
Really?
He still glows in the dark.
That must be regarded as your good fortune, Mrs. Swinburne.
Pardon?
I think it's a barbed shaft of coruscating wit.
Good.
Is that your van, Mrs. Swinburne?
No, Mr. Wheeler, I don't possess a van.
The van has your name written all over it, Mrs. Swinburne.
But it is in reality Mr. Chaplin's van.
This is true. Moreover.
Moreover, what?
Oh, I'm not sure. I just think because I know it's my van, there's no need to write my name on it. And Mrs. Swinburne needed a van.
Please be quiet, Mr. Chaplin.
Fine. Suits me.
I think we ought to discuss this elsewhere. Could you bear to leave your food, Mrs. Swinburne?
Yes. On the other hand, we could stay here and let the food walk away. Shall we discuss it elsewhere?
Yes. With the owner of the van, I suggest.
Good idea.
All right, that's enough. Be quiet and get on with your lunch. No more talking. And no complaints. If you were at any of our finest public schools, you'd be eating garbage like this 4 times a day. And your only consolation would be unnatural sex and the prospect of ruling the country.
You are aware of your duty and responsibility as teachers.
Yes. We fill the kids with O-levels and A-levels to make them useful members of society, probably unemployed useful members of society.
We give them a balanced education, Mrs. Swinburne.
We try to do that as well, if there's time and money to buy pencils.
The key word is balance.
Balance?
Balance and not political subversion. Political subversion is forbidden. If you read the Education Act, it is made abundantly clear teachers must have no political convictions whatsoever.
Isn't that rather difficult?
How can we vote at elections if we haven't any convictions?
They must be kept secret. It is the only decent way to behave. Secrecy. But this could contaminate the children.
Oh, I don't think that's likely.
So how do you explain that?
Well, that's my class.
Your contaminated class.
They just like me, that's all.
I'm sure they don't agree with her.
They probably made that as a project in art.
I shall be seeing the chairman of the governors this week, and I shall inform him of this situation.
The chairman of the governors, isn't that Councillor...
Councillor McAllister.
That's a coincidence.
What is?
You mentioning Councillor McAllister, and here comes a police car.
In what way is that a coincidence?
He'd rather not say.
I'd rather not say.
Sergeant Hobson, isn't it?
Indeed, yes, Mr. Wheeler.
What are you seeking this time? Prowlers or subversives?
Neither. I'm seeking assistance with a major inquiry.
Oh, anything I can do?
I need the assistance of Mrs. Swinburne and Mr. Chaplin.
In what connection?
I'd rather not say.
Very well. I'll leave you to it. I have to preserve the balance of the education system. School starts again in 5 minutes.
This will only take 2 minutes.
Good.
Multi-story car park, level 4, 7 o'clock this evening.
What about it?
I need to talk to you. The information you gave me, it's turning into a major investigation.
If it's all that major, maybe we should meet at level 5.
Or even level 6.
Level 4, 7 o'clock.
Right. Are we crazy, or is he?
I should think so, yes.
Someone has blundered.
How can we have a secret meeting in a deserted car park if the place is full of cars?
Most inconsiderate leaving cars in a car park.
Files.
Files? What sort of files?
You gave me a file concerned with corruption in high places. The McAllister brothers and Chief Superintendent Forrest, among others. I've been advised that it's all true, but I need more evidence. I need more files.
I'm a bit busy this week, Sergeant. I have to save the planet Earth.
Do you know anybody else I could talk to?
Mr. Anderson, who used to work in the town planning department, he was my mole in the town hall.
Where is he now?
Perth, Australia.
Oh, that isn't very helpful.
He sent a postcard to a weedy man called Mr. Pitt. He works in room 5005, if you could find room 5005. Finding the room is harder than finding the man.
Thank you.
I'll see what I can do about more files.
You're no good at files.
I've never tried.
What's this about saving the planet Earth, Mrs. Swinburne?
A hobby, really. It's simply that we're on the brink of a new era, if only... I want you to arrest yourself for causing an obstruction.
I might ask myself to accompany myself to the station to assist me with my inquiries.
Does he look like he's watching us?
No, won't be able to see a thing through those glasses.
I wonder. Let me know if you see him again.
Evening.
Good evening.
Thought you'd be out organising a landslide majority.
I'm relying on the good sense of the electorate.
We're on the brink of a new era.
Loudspeakers working all right?
I've had a couple of electric shocks, but you can hear it for miles.
Oh, they're like me, dangerous but loud. Is this a social call or business?
Business.
Oh, we'd better go in the office. What is it that you're wanting?
Information for the police.
Oh, that's easy.
Still got storage problems?
Not really. Everything's found a place.
Trevor can't get into his flat.
Little Norm's seen to it, even as we speak, Trev. So then, who is it that needs fixing?
There are 3 of them altogether. Chief Superintendent Forrest and the McAllister brothers. Councillor McAllister and plain Mr. McAllister, who's an old-fashioned capitalist hyena.
And what are they supposed to have done?
Bribery, corruption, intimidation.
Makes sense. Both the McAllisters drive Jags. That's a bit dubious for starters. Also, Councillor McAllister wears dark glasses.
Dark glasses?
Yes, even when it's peeing down. Highly suspect, that is.
We know it was the McAllisters who organised the smashing up of your greenhouse.
Yes, that was a bit antisocial when you think about it. Why do people do things like that? They can't all have had unhappy childhoods.
He doesn't approve of your activities within the community.
So, you reckon they're all 3 of them bent, Forrest and the McAllisters?
Yes, but we need more evidence.
More files.
Files?
Sergeant Hobson likes his evidence in files.
We've got plenty of files, not so sure about evidence.
But knowing of your network of contacts...
We could easily invent some evidence.
I think we'd prefer it to be real, true evidence.
We're a bit old-fashioned, you see, Al. Even if people are bent, we like the evidence that convicts them to be straight.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, Sunbeam. Come in for a spot of overtime on your thesis?
I try not to let it interfere with my normal duties, sir.
Very commendable. Now, I expect you think that I've been opening all your drawers and nosing around in your personal possessions.
But I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation, sir. But security, perhaps?
Yes, routine security check. What's on these?
That shouldn't really be here. That's personal. But do you want to hear it?
Yeah, go on. What's that?
The Amadeus String Quartet. I bootlegged it from Radio 3.
Beethoven, right?
Yes, sir, Beethoven.
Not as big a lout as you think. Thank you. Well, I don't regard Beethoven as a security risk. Is there anything else that I should know about?
Sir, I give you my word. Anything that could possibly constitute a threat to anybody's security, I keep well away from these premises.
You keep your homework at home.
Off the premises, sir.
I don't know what you're up to, but bloody watch it, son. There's a keen-eyed honesty about you that can't hope to survive in this atmosphere. What's your step?
What can I do for you, Sergeant Hobson?
Mr. Pitt, you were very helpful to me a short while ago.
The church basement, used as an illicit warehouse, that one?
Yes.
Are there any further developments? I have the files close at hand.
No, this is something rather less trivial. It concerns one of my files, as a matter of fact.
You have files?
I have a file in my office that indicates that there's been corruption in the town planning department at various times during the past 5 years.
Corruption?
Corruption.
Not involving me, Sergeant Hobson. I am not corrupt.
No, you are not involved. It involves, among others, a councillor and member of the planning committee, a local businessman, and other people I need not specify at this stage.
Sounds like the McAllisters.
I beg your pardon?
I said nothing.
Your predecessor was a man called Anderson.
Yes. We had a postcard from him in Perth, Western Australia. He says that the weather's very good.
I believe it's a very congenial climate.
You'd like to see the Anderson files.
Did you say Anderson files?
Yes.
Tell me about them first, and then perhaps you'll be good enough to show me them.
Good heavens.
What is it?
The world assumes a whole new perspective viewed from this side of the desk.
The files?
Mr. Anderson worked here in the planning department for 5 years and cared deeply about the environment. Those two things don't go together very easily. He left last year in frustration and went to live in Perth, Australia. But he was also very concerned about the corruption that was going on. He said to me, one day the roof's going to fall in. Policeman's going to walk into your offices and start inquiries. When that happens, give him these files.
It's all documented, the corruption.
Well, that's what he told me. I've never looked at them. And also, Sergeant Hobson, I've never seen you.
A citizen's first duty is
to protect his job, his pension fund, his superannuation. Local government is the last refuge of the timid and poor in spirit, Sergeant Hobson. Mr. Anderson's very courageous. That's why he left. But I'll give you his files, and you may use them as you think proper. The Anderson files.
Thank you. Should we need to meet again?
I hope that's not necessary.
Well, I share that hope. But if we do, are you familiar with the multi-story car park?
In local government. A vote for Jill Swinburne is a vote for sanity. I will not be swallowed up by party machinery. I will not be strangled by civil service bureaucracy.
I will always speak clearly so that everyone can understand. A vote for Jill Swinburne is a vote for the English language. I'm running out of things to say.
It's fun, though, isn't it?
Suddenly haunted by a terrible fear.
What?
Supposing I'm elected.
Don't worry, you've got no chance.
Thank you.
The girl says the high street bookies are offering 200 to 1 against.
200 to 1?
Yep. So I put a quid on.
Let's check the polling station.
A vote for Jill Swinburne is a vote for truth and justice.
If I could just have your signature, Sunbeam, you don't have to buy anything. You're just proving that you're a free man. But if freedom worries you, sign somebody else's name. you know the multi-storey car park? Level 4?
Today is your chance to take part in the democratic process. Your opportunity to rebuild the world in your own chosen image.
Looks like a record turnout.
100% swing to the don't knows.
Hang on. Here comes a voter.
It's Mr. Carter.
Well, the next best thing to a voter.
How's the campaign going, Mrs. Swinburne?
As you can see, it's a landslide.
I haven't voted for nearly 30 years.
I am deeply moved.
I'm profoundly grateful whenever they close the school for a day, for whatever the reason.
We all enjoy a good sky.
Absolutely.
As a candidate, I am strictly forbidden to ask how you cast your vote.
Secret ballot, Mrs. Swinburne.
Of course.
But how did you vote?
Well, there are 4 candidates. Complacent Conservative, a lachrymose Labourite, and an alarming Alliance man, plus yourself. I voted for the one who fills my waking hours with erotic fantasies.
There can be no better reason.
But who did you vote for?
I wasn't expecting a bicycle.
Nor me. Fella downstairs was a bit stroppy about letting me in. That's discrimination. Perhaps you'd look into it when you've got a minute.
What have you got for me?
It's a great place, this, for a secret meeting. I think I'll always use it in future.
Why are we here?
Good question. Why are we here? What is the meaning of life? Is there such a thing as truth? Do you want the files? This is about money changing hands to get planning permission for a fish and chip shop on the estate. This is about a well-known local businessman buying his way off the drunk driving charge. This is about a shopkeeper on the high street persuading your Mr. Forrest that his dirty videotapes are actually as pure as the driven snow. This is about...
Are all these authentic cases?
Yes. You've got signed statements from people involved, like around the margins.
And are all these people prepared to give evidence?
Yes. If you're not too proud to accept a bit of perjury here and there. It's all relative, isn't it? Well, can't hang about. Got to see a fella about some more files.
For me?
Do you want them?
Yes, please. I would like that very much.
Right you are, sunshine. Hey, I feel like the Lone Ranger. Hi-ho, Silver!
Where to now?
We're going to watch the votes being counted.
I know that, but where does it happen?
The town hall.
Thank you, that's all I wanted to know. Hey.
What?
We should have left a notice on the door saying we are out for the count.
We are out for the count.
Good evening, Chief Constable. You probably don't know me. My name is...
I thought there'd be more people.
How do you mean more people?
Well, the tellied elections, there's these long rows of tables and hundreds of people counting thousands of votes.
It's only a little election. I'm a tiny fish in a tiny pond.
But great oaks from little tiddlers grow.
Do they?
Yes. But not often.
Can I have the candidates on the stage, please?
Moment of truth.
There are three possibilities. Win, lose, or draw.
But to us, you'll always be the winner.
Bollocks.
She's very articulate.
Good with words.
I thought I might find you here.
I come to all the by-elections.
Be very careful, both of you, and Mrs. Swinburne. The chickens are coming home to roost.
I see.
We got that.
What was that all about?
Chickens.
I need your guidance, gentlemen.
Lady and gentlemen.
Lady and gentlemen.
Though I am, in point of fact, 100% red-blooded woman.
Quite. The situation is that the votes cast are apparently as follows. Mr. Carstairs, 629 votes. Mr. Bradshaw, 627 votes. Mr. Maddox, 624 votes. Now, the question obviously is...
How many votes did I get?
One moment. 54 votes.
Does that include the Luxembourg jury?
I beg your pardon?
There's no problem, Mr. Returning Officer.
Oh, but my dear
I
lady,
demand a recount. The Conservation candidate demands a recount in the name of the good earth. We are on the brink of a new era, if only... But I think I'll go home.
Any idea what's going on?
Yes, she's shaking hands with those three spineless prunes on the stage.
Thank you. Now I understand. Are we really going home?
Yeah, they're going to be here all night. What did Sergeant Hobson want?
He says we've got to be careful.
Well, I've no intention of being good, so careful's the only alternative. Let's go home and crack a bottle of cheap wine.
We're too late for the off-licence, but we might catch the fish and chip shop.
I can't eat haddock without a decent red wine.
Well, what a bottle of Chianti at the flat.
Oh, wonderful. Will you join us?
No, I've got some business to attend to.
I wonder if it was like this for Nancy Astor.
Talking of Nancy Astor.
Who's Nancy Astor?
No, I was going to say, who's Clarence Darrow?
Famous American lawyer and fighter for justice. There was a film with Spencer Tracy.
What about Nancy Astor?
She was somebody else.
I thought so.
You look after the fish and chips, I'll get the wine. Hellfire. They've probably done your place as well.
Sergeant Hobson's chickens coming home to roost.
Looking for files, I suppose.
Christ, is there any good news?
Yes, they didn't take the Chianti.
There is a tide in the affairs of men which, taken at the flood, leads on to the home of the chief constable at 11 o'clock on a damp Thursday evening, with a mighty weight of incriminating evidence, tied up with ribbon pink. And we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures.
I wonder who they are.
The McAllisters, that's who did it.
Not that, I mean those 54 people.
Oh, the ones that voted for you.
I wonder.
But I think you're worth more.
54. I probably know them all personally.
Well, you know me, I voted for you.
And I know me, I voted for them.
Oh, Big Al.
Little Norm.
Mr. Carter, he said he voted for you.
Al said 500 of his contacts on the estate were going to vote for me.
Al's friends.
Call that 6.
Right. And what about the vicar?
Oh, score 1 for the vicar.
Any of our friends on the police force?
Doubt it.
Yeah, well, I'll make that 11 so far. I've only got 4 matches left.
So?
You didn't think it'd be easy, did you? Saving the planet Earth?
Of course not. But it does seem a hell of a lot of effort for a handful of matches.
Perhaps...
You're on the edge of a world-shaking observation?
Well, perhaps you should do it more slowly, through education.
English and woodwork?
Well, you fix the word and I'll fix the natural resources.
Oh, hang spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning?
Don't you remember?
I've never done any spring cleaning. Being a male chauvinist, I've always had women to do those sort of things for me.
I don't mean that.
It's all part of my craggy northern working-class background.
I'm talking about Wind in the Willows.
Don't tell me, it's a book.
And Ratty and Mole are supposed to be spring cleaning, but instead they say hang spring cleaning, and they go off and mess about with boats in the river.
Is that what you fancy?
Sort of, yes.
Well, we could take to the hills.
The hills?
Well, we don't have a boat, but we've got some hills.
Where?
We've got a whole shooting match. Hills and dales and valleys.
Hills, dales, and valleys. Hills.
We'll go tomorrow.
We're at school tomorrow.
Oh, we'll have sickness and diarrhea. We'll telephone Mr. Carter with some excuse to pass on to the head that's so bizarre, he's bound to believe it.
A plague of locusts down the street.
Or summons to the palace.
The house has been struck by a thunderbolt, which happens to be true.
We'll think of something and say, hang spring cleaning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For what?
True love means never having to explain what you're saying thank you for. Have you ever noticed how spiders get trapped in your double glazing?
Have you ever noticed your amazing capacity to spoil everything?
Yes, it's famous over 6 counties.
Cue romantic music.
Why, you bugger, man.
Yes.
Come in. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Hobson. Do you know where Sir is going?
No, sir.
Sir has been summoned for an interview with the Chief Constable.
I see.
Do you have the remotest idea why Sir has been summoned in this way?
I do have a remote idea, sir.
I thought you might. It's amazing. I told you to catch thieves. I never expected you to do it. First time you ever get anything right, and I'm the one that's nicked.
Bang to rights, unless I'm very much mistaken, sir.
And no doubt you'll get a distinction for your PhD thesis into the bargain, eh? Along with a commendation from the Chief Constable. Graduate coppers.
We are, I think, the shape of things to come, sir.
With your computers and your information and floppy disks and instant retrieval systems and... Very well, Hobson. Speaking as the shape of things to come, what would you advise me to do in my present situation?
I would hire the best criminal lawyer you know, sir.
With a computer in his office?
The only way to deal with information is to get more information, sir.
The world will disappear under a vast mountain of information.
There are grounds for thinking that has already happened, sir.
Well done, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
Like to see my lads doing well.
They're both absent.
I'm afraid so.
But this renders my timetable into tattered shreds of waste paper.
Mr. Chaplin telephoned me just before I left home. They appear to have good reasons.
Are they ill?
Mrs. Swinburne has apparently had a recurrence of inherited malaria. I didn't know this, but her father was a district officer in the colonies in his early days.
And Mr. Chaplin?
Well, it was rather a bad line, and he does tend to mumble, but it sounded like a touch of the PMTs.
Well, I've looked at that view. What shall we do next?
We should run down the hill in slow motion.
Okay.
Councillor McAllister?
No, that's Councillor McAllister. I'm just plain Mr. McAllister.
I do beg your pardon. Mr. McAllister. Councillor McAllister.
And who might you be?
My name's Hobson.
As in Hobson's choice.
Detective Sergeant Hobson, CID. And you are both my choice.
It has been confirmed that a major inquiry is going on into allegations of corruption in the police force and local government. A senior police officer has been suspended, and also assisting in the inquiries are a well-known local businessman and a councillor and member of the Town Planning Committee. And now, on the sports front...
Got some more affidavits?
I'm not sure we're going to need them. Sounds as though it's all over by the shouting.
Oh, pity. People really enjoy writing them when you explain what it's for. And when you tell them it's an affidavit, I reckon they like the sound of the word, affidavit.
Hey, some good stuff here.
Tell you what, no, a lot of it's the truth.
No such thing. But we'll save these for a rainy day.
Only trouble with running down a hill in slow motion is...
You have to climb back up again in even slower motion.
So then, Rob,
silly thing is, we got together because my marriage broke up and I needed a lift to school.
I remember.
And I didn't really understand why. Why it gradually became important. Now I understand why.
I keep thinking, after all that slow motion running and frozen frames, is that what you call them?
Yes, that's what they're called.
After all that, what I should say is, will you marry me?
You're not going to say that, are you?
No.
Good.
Am I right? It isn't relevant.
You are right. I am Jill Swinburne and you are Trevor Chaplin.
And we are us. Well, let's go somewhere and be us.
We are on the brink of a new era, if only